Alright, so we're going to take a look at factoring quadratics x game. This is what standard form looks like, and this is what we're going to make it be. Okay. Alright, so first step, put it in quadratic standard form. It already is, because you can see the square, the x, and then the number. Factor out the greatest common factor. If you don't do this, you're going to get it wrong. There's nothing to factor out. Next one, circle and label A, B, C in the question. So the first one's A, second one's B, third one is C. Note, don't forget the symbol of the invisible one. So in this case, we have an invisible one, but do not forget the symbols. Fill out the top of the bottom of the x according to the picture. So AC, so A times C on there, and then B on the bottom, so 2 on the bottom. Find the factors that multiply to AC and add to B. So what two numbers multiply to 1 and add to 2? So I know that 1 times 1 is 1, and then 1 plus 1 is also 2. So that's actually my two numbers. Then we're going to divide those by A. Okay, so we're going to divide it by A. So A is 1. So we're going to divide it by 1. That's going to give me 1 on the left and 1 on the right. All right, if it is a whole number, this is what you're following. So that's what we're following. GCF on the outside. We don't have a GCF. Then the parenthesis says x plus whatever the whole number is on the left. So that's x plus 1 in parentheses. And then x plus the right whole number, which is x plus 1. So that's how you factor x plus 1, x plus 1. So we're not solving yet, we're just factoring. All right, second question, I'm going to repeat the process. So again, put in quadratic form, it is, I see the squared, the p, and the number. Factor out the greatest common factor. I can take out 3. When I take out 3, I'll be left with p squared minus 4p minus 21, because I just divide those numbers by the 3. This is a listening check. Put a box around number 2, or example 2. All right, can I take anything else out? So double check. No, I can't. So I'm taking it out. Next one, circle and label A, B, C in the question. So A is what's next to p squared. There's nothing there, so it's an invisible one. Then label B and label C. Okay, don't forget the symbols. Now fill in the top and the bottom of the x. So AC and then B. So A times C on the top. So what two numbers multiply 21 and add to the B, which is negative 4. Okay, find the factors that multiply to the top number and add to the bottom number. So let's write down the factors of 21. 1 times 21, 3 times 7. And it looks like it might be that. So let me play with the signs. 3 times 7, let's say negative. One of them is negative, and it's got to be the 7 because its answer is negative 4. So 3 times negative 7 is negative 21. 3 plus negative 4 is negative 7. All right. Is it divide by A, which is now 1. So I'm going to get 3 and negative 7. If the number is a whole, let's follow these instructions. So what's your GCF? That's going to be 3. Then x plus the left whole is x plus 3, x plus the right one, x minus 7. Okay, so that's how you factor. So now we're going to take a look at solving. Solving is the same thing as factoring, only you set each parenthesis to equal to 0 and so forth. So again, the same process. Take out the GCF. So I know these are all even numbers. I'm going to take out 2. All right, when I take out 2, what is left inside? So 12 divided by 2 is 6. 68 divided by 2 is 34. 40 divided by 2 is 20. Okay, these are still all even, so I can take out another 2. I have 4 outside now. That's half in 6 is 3. Half of 34 is 17. Half of 20 is 10. All right, I can't take out anything else, so I'm good on that. All right, so let's go ahead and make my x, AC on the top, and B in the middle, bottom. All right, label A, B, C. Don't forget the symbols. Okay, make sure you include those. All right, so A times C is on the top, and then B is in the middle. So now we are finding the factors of 30. So let's list them out. We have 1 times 30, 2 times 15. And it looks like that might work. Let me play with the signs. If I want negative 17, let me make them both negative. Let me check it. Negative 2 times negative 15 is 30. Negative 2 plus negative 15 is negative 17. So this works. Divided by A. So A is 3. I'm going to get negative 2 over 3 and negative 5. All right, if you have a fraction, now we're going to write our answer this way. The GCF, the left denominator, and then x plus the left numerator. All right, so what that means is your GCF, which is 4, the left denominator, which is 3, okay, left denominator 3, and then x, and then your left numerator. So that's going to be minus 2. On this other side, I have a whole number. So it's just going to be the x plus the right whole number. So it's x minus 5. As a listening check, color in the title, solving quadratics x game. For now, we're just going to set each parenthesis equal to 0. So 3x minus 2 equals 0, x minus 5 equals 0. And then solve it. Minus 2 that side is plus 2, so that's 3x equals 2 divided by 3. You're going to get 2/3. Minus 5 to that side plus 1, x equals 5. So it's either 2 over 3 or x equals 5. Those are my two answers. Let's practice.